Hey everyone, welcome to my channel, Naturally Chill Pill. My name is Kris Brown. Welcome. So we're going to go ahead and get into this look. I'm going to start off with my eyebrows using Ebin in the color, I believe it's gray black, which is one of the darkest colors, and that's what I usually get for my eyebrows since they're very black. So I'm using this eyebrow pencil and it worked out very well. I think it was about $1 at the hair store, so definitely go check them out. Good to me. And then I'm going to conceal my eyebrows using the JUVIA'S concealer in number 11. So this is what I'm actually going to be using for my under eye or my whole face highlight, and I'll be using this for my before I put on my eyeshadow as like a primer and to just make my eyelids all one color. So that's what I'll be doing, will be using throughout this whole tutorial. And so I'm going to prime my prime my eyelids using the photo finish, and then after that, that is when I'm going to apply the concealer that I just talked about. I'm just going to apply that all over my eyelid and then blend that using a blender, a face blender. This is not a beauty blender, but it's some type of face sponge that I use. I forget the name, but it does the job. I also like to make sure that I set my concealer with a little bit of this Beauty Bakery powder in yellow. I like to do this because my eyelids do oil up, so this really combats the oil and make the look last long. So the eyeshadow palette that I will be using is by JUVIA'S called Sweet Pinks. Very vibrant colors that show up very, very well. So I'll be using this light color right above my crease just to make that the transitional color. So I'll be combating that in. The biggest tip that I can give about eyeshadow is blending and just taking your time. So you're just going to see me blending that light color in. After that, I'm using this darker pink and I'll be putting it in the outer parts of my eye. So I like to do like this type of V or this L shape to just define my eyes and really add some depth into it. So I'm making sure I apply or packed in this darker pink color and just making sure that I blend it with that lighter pink color. So that's basically what it's going to look like. And then I'm going to go back, well not back into, but into this lighter pink color, and then I'll be popping that in into my eyelids for, you know, a more pop of color and also to show dimension from light to dark as well. Please make sure that you are blending. This is an edited video, so I did add some more of that darker color. So just make sure you do that as you are blending out your eyeshadow, and it should look something like this, you know, a very gradient look from light to dark. So that same primer that I applied to my eyelids, I'll be applying that all over my face. And then a method that I like to do to make sure my makeup stays all day is kind of similar to what I applied for my eyelids, but to set my primer using that same face powder by Beauty Bakery. And then after that, I use this setting powder to just set that in, and it really creates a smooth canvas for the foundation that I'll be using. So this method I really love because usually I have very bad smile lines, and since I basically do this method, then it really combats any oils or any sweat that comes through. So this method is just adds a very great barrier against your actual skin. So after I apply the foundation, I conceal in my highlighted areas, which is under my eye, down the bridge of my nose, on my forehead, above my lip, and a little bit on my chin. So I do spray my face sponge, well, my beauty sponge, whatever you want to call it, with my setting spray. And again, this just adds more of a skin finish, very flawless, and really sets the makeup very nicely. So you can just see from the application, it really created a very smooth under eye highlight. be contouring using Juvia's Place Catsina, and then I'll just be applying that in my contour areas. Contour means shadow, so you're going to put it in the places where there will be some shadow, and that is where you have your cheekbones, the top of your forehead, and on your jawline. So I'll be blending that from left to right and bringing it down just a little bit when I'm contouring where my cheekbones will be, quote unquote cheekbones. I don't have any. And so I'll just blending that in. Blending is the biggest thing that you have to accomplish with doing makeup, is just blending that all in. So that's what I'll be doing, is just blending that contour in. I know it looks crazy right now, but trust me, in the end, it's all going to mesh very, very well together. I will be setting my highlighter areas where I put my concealer. I'll be setting that with powder. I'm not going to add just a lot because baking is not in anymore, guys, where we used to put so much powder. We're not doing that. I'm literally just pressing that in, and then a little bit that's left over, I'll be brushing that away. Another trick that I like to do is what you just seen, which is where I put the powder under my contour area and really makes the cheeks pop. Like I said, I was not blessed with cheekbones, but with the power of makeup, you can do that. So that's why I like to do that method. And then after that, I'm taking a brush that I did not use, and I'll be blending everything together. So I'm wiping off all the powder, any excess makeup that's left over, I'm wiping that away and just blending it with everything. So this is where you'll see me brush all of my face with the makeup together. Alright, I'm spraying my face again using the Urban Decay All Nighter Spray before I go ahead and bronze my face up using the Beauty Bakery Coffee and Cocoa. So I'm just literally, you just need a little bit, that's all. And I'm just going to put it in the hollows of my cheekbones and then around the perimeter of my face where I applied the contour.